with all your Cokes. Oh my gosh,
I know. I'm like.
Yes, you were set. You were set. How is that like something you drink often?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Is this your favorite drink?
I go to Costco for my Diet Coke, and I get the 35 pack. I have Diet Cokes like crazy.
Okay, yeah. I don't know. I'm not like a big soda drinker, but I do love a good Coke. Here,
really?
Like,
normal Coke?
Yeah, normal Coke.
Okay, yeah.
I'm not a big diet, but I mean, I understand. I understand.
Yeah, it's a little bit of balance.
A little niche for it.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So, I just want to introduce the most amazing person, the most wonderful person.
Aww.
So sweet, so kind, always just so loving to everyone around her. Everyone, just please welcome Miss Kambra Roles.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yes, this podcast is just going to be so amazing. I'm so happy to have you here. We've been talking about this for a little while, ever since we started the series, and so I'm just excited for everyone to just get to know who you are, your tennis story, what it was like growing in Litchfield Park in Arizona. So let's just talk a little bit about that. So you're from the Arizona area.
Yes.
You know, the sunny state where it's always hot. What was it like growing up there? Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have two sisters. They're a bit older than me.
Okay.
So my oldest sister is like 30 now.
Yeah.
And then my other sister's 28. So a bit of an age gap there.
Yeah.
But two sisters, two brother-in-laws.
Mm-hmm.
My oldest sister has a baby, so I have a little nephew.
Aww. That's
He's
awesome.
The cutest. So,
yes.
Yeah. And then another one on the way. So.
Wow. Yeah, that's so awesome. It's so cool being an aunt. I'm an aunt as well, and they grow so fast.
So fast.
So fast, and you get to see it, and I'm so glad we're at the age where we, like, just understand, like, wow.
Yeah, it's so fast. He's going to be 1 in a month, and it just flew by, especially since I'm here. I feel like I'm, like, missing so much.
Yeah.
But he's very cute.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so when did you start picking up a racket? When was that for you?
I started tennis at the age of 5. But I didn't really get, like, competitive with it until, like, middle school, so, like, 11. And then that's when, like, tennis took up, like, a lot of my time. I started, like, training, like, 4 hours a day.
Okay.
And then all the way up until college. So, yeah, I've been playing for a bit now.
Yeah, and what was that like, just playing in the heat and stuff? Were you inside? Did they have a lot of inside courts over there?
Actually, no. It's, like, very hard to find indoor facility in Arizona.
Wow,
so
okay.
For me, like, in the summers, I would just practice really early in the morning, like 6.
Yeah.
And then it's still warm, but you can kind of get through it. And then every now and then I'd go again at night, but try to go when the sun's down at, like, 5, 6, just to play more. But, it is really hot in the summertime. But you get kind of used to it, too, growing up there.
Yeah, and I had noticed that you played a lot with your cousin Madeline growing up. So what was that like? And I know you guys had a lot of accomplishments together. You can tell me a little bit more about that.
Well, she's, like, my best friend. So I started playing with her. We've been playing growing up always together, like, from the age of 5. And then in high school, we decided to play doubles our sophomore year.
Okay.
And then we ended up going to state and winning state our sophomore year.
Yeah.
I think it was my sophomore year.
Wow.
No, actually junior year. I'm so sorry.
Your junior year. Okay.
Yeah, COVID was sophomore year.
Yeah.
So we didn't really have a season sophomore year. But, yeah, so junior year we won state. And then senior year, she actually tore her meniscus. But we, like, tried to still go to doubles for state, and we got second, which was really good with her, like, just getting back onto the court. Huge. So, yeah.
Yeah, wow, what a story. That's so cool that you guys won state together, especially, like, you know, just having, like, that family bondage together. And so, were you better at the net or in the baseline?
Me personally, I'm better back.
Okay.
Even now, like, in doubles now, I play with Kim, and I'm better back. Love her at the net. So it was like that with Maddie as well, I think.
Wow. So. Yeah. Do you still have that trophy at home?
Or
who has it?
I think
what
the
does it
school
look like?
has it.
Okay, the school has it. Yeah.
I have no idea, but my mom, like, made, like, this thing we have in the office because we got an article written about us.
Wow.
So we have that, and then, like, our trophy. We got, like, a medal. Like, not a trophy, but, like, a medal.
Okay,
so we have that framed. But, yeah, I think it's just really cool. And then she has, like, the draw in her room, so I think that's also really cool.
Yeah. What a great story. I love that.
Yeah.
And what was, like, the transition of coming into college, and how did you even find out about MSU?
So my junior year, I started, like, traveling a bit more for tournaments. It's called, like, a college circuit.
Okay.
So it's in the summer. You just travel, play a bunch of, like, go to different colleges and play the matches there. And I actually played a match here in Denver, and I loved it. And, like, I was like, oh, maybe this can be, like, a school for me. So I reached out to Josh, and, and I fell in love. I love that, like, I can fly home within an hour, you know, and it's just so convenient. My parents are able to visit a lot as well. So, yeah, I'm really happy I chose Denver.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, and you guys have such great courts.
Oh, yeah.
With a great view of the city, and at night when it starts getting a little bit darker and you guys are finishing up, like, it looks really cool. So I love
with
that.
the city view, and then you look to the other side and you have, like, the mountain view. It's so pretty.
Yeah, you can't beat it.
No.
And what was that transition like from high school and moving away from your state and where you were with your family?
I think the hardest part for me was, like, leaving Maddie because we spent every single day together. Like, we were next door neighbors. We did everything together, took classes together. So when we first, like, went our separate ways, we were, like, trying to call and stuff. But even now, like, I still, like, miss her all the time. So I just try to, like, contact. Even my parents, though. I call my parents, like, 5 times a day.
Yeah.
Like, I walk to my next class, and I'm like, hey, like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
So,
I'm like that too. I call my mom all the time.
I'm always calling my family. I'm just like, I need someone to talk to when I go to my next class.
Yeah, and they're always there.
Yes.
And so with your major, you're an engineer major.
Yes.
How did you know that's something you want to pursue? And how do you balance such a rigorous, like, major?
So, honestly, I don't know how I really came about engineering. I was always good at, like, math and science in high school. So I was like, okay, what can I do with this? And then I talked to, like, parents at my, like, tennis academy, and they're like, yeah, like, go into engineering. And I was like, okay. So my freshman year, I was actually electrical engineering. Yeah. And it was so hard with, like, the amount of labs I had with my tennis schedule. I was like, I don't think this is really possible.
Okay.
So I changed it to mechanical, which is what I am now, and I think it's a great balance. It's still a lot of work and stuff, but it's a better balance for me.
Yeah, I think that's so interesting, and I applaud you for that for sure, because you know, definitely need some more female engineers.
Yes,
and
more females in STEM.
Yeah, and so your freshman year, could you tell me what your living situation was? What did that kind of look like, and who were you rooming with?
So my freshman year, I lived with a lot of people. So my freshman year, I lived with Kyla, Kim, Kinsey, and then I shared a room with Hannah. So there was a lot of us in one apartment in such a small space, but honestly, it was a lot of fun. Like, it was a lot of fun. I was home, and there would always be someone else there. Like, I was never alone, which also helped because my freshman year, I think if I didn't have that, I would definitely be more homesick. Yeah. So it was great. It was definitely crazy. Definitely crazy, but a lot of fun. Yeah,
it sounds like fun. And that's something that I really enjoy, and I feel like I'll definitely miss when I'm out of college. It's just not like being around someone constantly. Someone's always home, you know.
Someone's always home.
Yeah. And what's your favorite part about being in downtown Denver?
I love that there's, like, so much to do. Like, I feel like you should never be bored. Yeah. Like, just go and walk downtown, or you can find something to do, you know? And I think even living at CoLab, like, if my teammates are all busy, I can text you or anyone else and be like, let's go do something. So it's nice. Yeah. I like being downtown, so.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
And so continuing with your freshman year, you had a lot of success. You were 17-6 in your singles record, 9-5 in your doubles, and you primarily played with Lily.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit what it was like playing with her and what worked so well with you two.
Lily, I love Lily. I still speak to her all the time now. But I think we have very similar personalities, Lily and I. Like, we're very, like, to the point, very, like, type A sometimes, which I love. And, like, you definitely see that on court. So I think we kind of just, like, understood each other, you know. Yeah. So she was a lot of fun to play with. We didn't play a lot of matches together, but it was fun.
Yeah. And your success that year, were you just excited to, like, come in and, like,
I don't
change
know.
things up?
I'm still trying to figure out what happened that year because I'm trying to have that now.
Yeah, I definitely believe that for you.
I think it's just, like, excited to be here, like, in a new place. For me, like, I felt like I had to win my freshman year. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I wanted to win so bad for my team that, like, there was no way I was going to lose. So I was like, I'm winning for, like, my team to win.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I think that's had a lot to do with it. Nerves. I was also playing 6 my freshman year, which is, like, the lowest in the lineup. So I was also nervous, like, okay, like, you need to win if you want to, like, keep playing. So I think that also had a bit to do with it.
Yeah, I like that mentality for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, a go-get mentality.
Yeah.
Yeah, just grind season for sure.
Yes, for sure.
And so I heard that whenever you guys have this match in Arizona, that you have this little meetup at your house.
Yes.
What does it mean to have the whole team just come over and tell me more about it? I wanna go.
You're invited. My parents love hosting.
Yeah.
So we're in Arizona, I think, for like almost a week, like 5 days. And so my parents like to host like a dinner, 1 to 2 dinners while we're there, and everyone just comes over. They make food or like order food, and like we play pickleball. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, and I love that like I get to combine my family with like my family here. Yeah, because my team here is my family, so it's nice to have both in one place.
Yeah, that sounds so much fun.
Yeah, you're invited. Please come.
Thanks.
Please come.
I'm going for sure. And last year you were the team captain, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So what was that like being in that leadership role?
Well, last year I was Lily's co-captain, which I think was really good because I got to learn a lot from her and how like she did things. And this year, like, I'm definitely taking what I learned from her and like putting my own way into things as well. And I think like it's just very important to hear from everyone on the team and like almost being that middle person from my teammates to the coach and just trying to like keep everyone happy and positive and in the right mindset.
Yeah. That good balance goes a long way, and I think you bring that like all the time. So
thank you.
Yeah, what a great position to be in for sure. And you went 11-2 with Hannah last year as well.
Yeah.
So that's huge. What was clicking for you guys on the court again?
Hannah was a lot of fun actually to play doubles with. Like we did have our moments, but we had a lot of fun. Like, both of us had, like, the same mentality, I think, going into doubles. Like, we both did not want to lose. So we would, like, the amount of matches we were down and, like, came back and won was crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we both just wanted that doubles point as well. Like, we were playing 3. And I think playing 3, we knew, like, we had to win to get that doubles point. And we did that a lot of the time. So it was fun. I love playing with Hannah.
Yeah. I was playing with her during the summer a little bit.
Tennis?
Yeah.
Oh, fun.
Yeah, she definitely put me to work. I need to work on my serves, but she said I had a good backhand, so that's a good start.
No, it's a great start. That's funny.
Yeah, and so you were also Pac West Player of the Week in March 25th last year. That honor, what did that mean to you?
Honestly, it was really exciting just because I feel like we don't get looked at a lot in the Pac West just because we're the only sports team in the conference. Like, it's just tennis. So sometimes, like, I, like, forget. And then I was having a really good week in California. Like, I think I don't even know. I was winning most of my matches with doubles and singles. So it's just really exciting to, like, feel honored, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, I was very excited.
Yeah, well-deserved for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, and playing here in the altitude, does that change up your game from playing in Arizona? What is that?
It's definitely, like, very different from Arizona because Arizona is basically sea level.
Yeah.
But honestly, I've grown to love altitude for my game.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Like, my balls, I feel like, go so much farther, and, like, my serve is faster. So I've actually really started to like altitude. So.
How was the adjusting to that? Did it take a long time, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Even when I, like, go home for the summer and come back, like, I'm like, oh, my gosh, this altitude. Like, I hate it. Like, I get so mad every time I come back. But I just think it takes, like, adjusting and takes a couple weeks. And then, yeah. But I love it, honestly. Yeah. Surprisingly.
Yeah, I understand that completely, especially with running, for sure. Like,
oh, yeah. Like, you definitely feel the altitude.
Yeah. But then, like, when we go down, we're flying.
Yeah, you're like, so I can keep going. Yeah. That's how I feel in matches, too. Like, when we go down to sea level, I feel like I can play longer matches.
Yeah, I'm sure. That's awesome. That's so cool. Little perk of being up here at altitude.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you guys are about 3 weeks into this season right now. You guys had last week. You guys won as a team. You went 5-2 against Colorado College, and then 6-1 against Barton County Community College. What was that match like specifically for you, though?
Honestly, it was just a great weekend to, like, leave and feel like we did it. Like, we went there and did what we needed to do, and I think all the girls really needed that as a team. Especially for me, like, I've been having a really hard time winning, like, decent matches, if that makes sense. Like, I'm winning the easy ones, but when there's, like, any competition, I'm really struggling. So against Colorado College, I was really happy afterwards. Like, it was a win that I really needed, more than I thought I did. So I was very happy.
Yeah. That's always happy to, like, get that win, especially, like, when you've really, like, worked for it and, like, you've pushed through and persevered. So that's always huge. Yeah. And then, like, could you touch on how the team played as a whole, like, maybe even the men's team?
I didn't see much of the men's just because it was, like, opposite sides. Yeah. Definitely heard them, so I think they were doing good.
Yeah.
But the girls, I think especially with, like, Colorado College, like, they've gotten a whole new team, kind of. So going in, I think we were, like, a little nervous but really excited. Yeah. And, like, everyone just seemed really positive. I feel like every match we played, it's getting, like, people are getting more and more energy, and we're becoming, like, more of a team and more of, like, a family, which I think is what we need. And I think it matters just as much as our tennis is having, like, that community, and that's what we definitely had.
That's awesome. I love that. That's huge, especially for, like, the team, like, it's a team sport, but it's also, like, an individual sport.
And I think that's the hard part of going from, like, us going from juniors to college tennis is you're out there alone, like, you win or you lose, you know? Where, like, now we're in college and you can lose your match, but we could still win as a team. And I think that's really important for, like, especially, like, for freshmen or people who aren't in college tennis to, like, understand.
Yeah, I've never seen that perspective before. I really like that for sure. Yeah, that's huge. And so was there anything that really caught your eye on the women's team? Like, did you see any match points, anything that you really liked on the women's side?
We had, like, a lot of, like, tiebreakers. Yeah. Like, Monica had a tiebreaker, and I only saw Monica's and Kim's kind of really, and they both, like, pushed through. Like, tiebreaks aren't easy mentally, physically. And they both got it done, what they needed to get done. I'm really proud of them, both of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm so happy for them. That's huge.
So Kim actually had 2 third-set tie breaks.
Wow.
Lost her first one, but the second one she, like, did it, so I'm proud of her.
Yeah, persevered. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And so I want to go back just a couple weeks ago. You guys were told some pretty hard news that after this season, the tennis team will no longer be a sport here at MSU. Could you tell me, just take me through how you found out about that news and what you first kind of felt when you heard that?
Yeah, so we were in, like, the office, I guess, in the athletic building. It was definitely, like, devastating news just because we have so many transfers and, like, new people on both sides. Honestly, we have. So it's just really sad that, like, they're coming here expecting to, like, play 2 years and them having to, like, be like, oh, no, like, what do I do now? Because I think we have, like, 6 juniors, you know, and that's a very like difficult spot, especially for STEM people. I know Bella's like biology, and then me with engineering. Like, it's very hard to transfer credits like that. So it's really sad. It's really sad because I feel like a family's getting like broken up a little bit, you know, because we are really close, like men's and women's team. We are a very close team. So it's kind of sad that we'll all be like separated next year.
Yeah, that's just such devastating news for sure.
Yeah.
And it's just so heartbreaking for sure. Is there any pressure that you feel when you go on the court?
When I first heard the news, like in Nebraska, it was very hard on me mentally. Like, playing a match after hearing that news it's really hard. Like, it, as much as you say it doesn't affect you, every little thing on it like affects you. Like, you have to be like perfect mentally to have a good match mentally. And I don't think I really was there. And I think in the springs I've really accepted it and figured out what I'm going to do that helped me with my matches and help me like win my matches and have like a clearer mind. So yeah.
And what are they offering the juniors and seniors that are willing to stay?
Yeah, so for me, I decided I will stay just because it's really hard for my credits to get transferred. Like, I looked at a school and I was like, maybe, and then she's like, yeah, like, your credits don't transfer. So they're offering juniors their like scholarship for next year, which is really helpful. So I'm going to take that and use it for next year. And then if tennis is still like on my mind, maybe play a year for my master's is what I'm thinking. But
yeah.
So I think there'll be a few of us still here lingering around.
Yeah. Just, I really hope to see some of you guys still here, and I'm happy that you're still staying here for sure. And what does it mean to you to go down as the last MSU Denver team?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really weird. And this is what I tell like the girls. I'm like, it is the last year of Metro tennis. Like, let's end with like a bang. Like, let's play as good as we've ever played before. Like, now is the time to like show people who we really are and like what they're missing, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a great way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you like to look back and reflect, like, when the season's over and, you know, you're saying goodbye to the team?
I think for me, I don't really care, like, our outcome, like, or how we do. I just hope that we all, like, give it our all for everything, and that's all we can really ask for. And then when we end the season, we could say we really put it all into this. Like, we gave it everything we got. And I feel like that's all you can really do now is just be like, we ended the season. Did we give it everything? Were we happy? Were we, like, positive? Yes, then I think we succeeded.
I really like that for sure. And Hannah, when she was here the other day, she told me, like, you know, this is the last time that Metro is going to be, like, be heard on these, like, courts. So, you know, just say it loud and proud. And so, like,
for sure.
It just kind of gave me chills. And I think just hearing this, like, you know, just to make it count. Make it count.
For sure. Make it count. Like, just, I want this season to, like, when we end, we were like, yes, like, we did that. Like, we did everything. So.
And do you have a favorite memory on the team?
Oh, I don't even know. Oh, that's a tough question. I don't know. There's so many. Like, there's so much I've gone through on this team. I've gone, like, even the amount of people that I've met throughout this, like, my 3 years is just crazy. Like, I've met people that I will speak to for probably the rest of my life, you know, and to put one memory is just so hard. Like, I would say maybe my freshman year in conference, I didn't play because I was in a boot, but, like, that I will never forget, just being able to watch my team and, like, seeing how they were out there and, like, fighting, and it's very different watching from an outside than being on the court, and I really enjoyed it and, like, watching my, like, family out there. So I would say maybe that. Yeah.
I think that just speaks, like, volumes of, like, just who you are as a person, because that definitely takes, like, some maturity to just, like, you know, really just still be there and present for your team, and so that's awesome. I really like that as being like somewhere where you hold close to your heart.
Yeah, no, that will be something I won't forget. Just being able to be there and support them, and yeah. And that was also in Arizona, so I was like really happy like I was even able to go. So yeah.
Awesome memory.
Yeah.
And what are you looking forward to most this season?
I'm looking forward to just, ending, like, having fun, honestly. Like, being with my team, feeling support, being supported. I'm ready just to play tennis, to be honest, because there's a good chance this is my last season ever playing tennis. So I'm just trying to enjoy it the most I can and just be happy, live in the moment, give it my all for every match, because I don't know when it's going to be my last. So that's kind of like the mentality I'm in right now. It's just live.
Yeah, I like that. Kambra. And so you guys play Emporia State, Lubbock Christian in Texas this weekend. What is your mindset traveling, going into this traveling trip?
So all 3 schools we're playing this weekend are all very, like, good schools. But I think if we go in with, like, the right mindset, the right, like, attitude and everything, like, we are right there. Like, we have a chance to beat any one of those teams. And I'm honestly just really excited to, like, see how we do. I know every girl is going to go out there fighting, so I'm just really excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah, and so you're going to be traveling for each individual school, correct? Or what does that look like? Is it all in the same location?
I'm pretty sure we're in Lubbock the whole time.
Okay.
I think. But I could be wrong. I should have looked at the schedule. Yeah. But I'm pretty sure we're in Lubbock the whole time. So that will be fun. I think we're going to play LCU at their home courts.
Okay.
So we just have to really bring it and, like, because, it's always tough playing a school on their home courts. So we just have to bring our own energy and, like, show, like, it's not just their, like, who cares? Like, we don't care where we're at. Like, we're going to give it our all everywhere. So I'm excited. I think these are all 3 really good schools that really show where we are. And, yeah, it'll be fun.
And I love your guys' white outfits that you guys have this year.
Oh, me too. I want to wear it for every match.
I know. They are so cute. I love them.
I know.
Yeah.
It's my favorite outfit. Like, if I could wear it for every match, I would.
And what are the essentials when you're traveling?
Ooh.
Name, 3 essentials that you must have.
Wax stick. I need to have my wax stick for my hair. I, cannot have any flyaways.
Okay.
I will be in the middle of a match waxing my hair back. No joke. What else? An eyelash curler. I have to have one.
Okay. Agreed.
It's a must for me. So. And then, wow, I'm going to sound, terrible. Obviously, I, need my tennis stuff, so I'm not, counting that. Grips. It's going to be hot in Texas, I think, so I know I'm going to, go through grips like crazy.
Okay. Explain grips to me.
Okay, so, we have, an under grip, and then we put an over grip over.
Okay.
But with sweat and stuff, I change mine pretty often just because I also hate when mine's dirty. So, but, yeah, you just change it when you're, sweaty or, that way your racket doesn't slip. And then it adds also, extra, support sometimes.
Yeah. And tell everybody who the team braider is.
Kim braids everyone's
hair.
Yeah,
it always looks so good. I look at your guys' hair, and it's just, perfect.
Yeah, I know. I made Kim come to my apartment before we drove to the Springs to braid my hair. I was like, please come over early and braid my hair. I need it. So she's definitely going to be doing my hair tomorrow.
Yeah. And what kind of music are you guys listening to? What pumps you up?
Hannah, Kim, and Monica are usually on music. They play a lot of house, techno. But I honestly think it's just, the vibe, what everyone's feeling that day. But usually Hannah's on music. I don't really care what we listen to before a match. I'm usually, in my own zone. But, yeah, it's usually house.
Yeah. Well, I'm just so excited to see you execute this weekend. It's going to go fantastic.
Thank you.
I hope you guys have safe travels and everything. and you guys are just going to come back, and it's going to just continue to build you guys into a fantastic season, and I know you guys are going to continue to finish strong.
Yeah,
so thank you so much, Kambra, for being on the podcast.
Oh, thank you for having me. You're literally like the best tennis supporter, so I love it. Like, it's so cute. I love when you come to our matches and everything. Yeah. So thank you.
I love taking pictures of you guys, especially like when you guys are showing so much emotion, and it's just so pure.
Tennis is a very emotional sport, so
yeah. I love it. What is actually, you say this word, mine. You say mine. Is that what you say when you're out there?
But I say it to myself usually, but I guess I say it a little loud.
No. I heard it like last weekend.
If I have a tight match, I usually have to like remind myself like, this is your match. Mm-hmm. And, like, it is mine. Like, every point is mine. Like, and so I say it. But I usually only say it if it's, like, a close match. Yeah. But, yeah, I just have to remind myself.
Yeah, no, I definitely like that. That's something that I noticed last week for sure. Yeah, okay. No, I love it.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Kambra. I can't wait to see you execute in the results this weekend. And I'm just so happy that you were on the podcast today.
No, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
Awesome. So cute. Sweet. That was really good.
Okay, cool. I hope I did good.
No, you did fantastic.
Okay.